I'm Tooms, and this is what's in my vessel. Starting off with the most important, of course, I'm using the Player 5 Pro. A beautiful look, a classic look, just clean and black. Very reminiscent of my home country, New Zealand. Black is kind of our national colour, which I love, by the way. Slimming, the clubs, the guys that do the hard work, starting with wedges. I've got the Skyforger 2 Tacomos. I've got 50 degree, 54 and 58. They tend to fill the gapping the best. Variants and bounces, 8 degrees on the 50, 12, 54 and 12 on the 58. I need that relief nowadays, no practice, so low bounce is no good to me. Perhaps the most interesting part of the bag, I always carry 2 putters. If you guys have seen any of our stuff, you'll know why. Those 3-footers are tough to make at times. And sometimes you just got to put one of these in the corner of the room so that they know the damage that they've caused. I'm rocking Sam Hing Min's backup putter, the O-Works Odyssey, and the old trusty Lab OZ one with no insert, just raw dog baby. Next favorite club in the bag, 2-iron, the 101U with Tacomo. This thing doesn't miss. If I'm ever struggling with Chief, which is hopefully never, because this really is probably the most valuable part of my game, but if I am struggling, this thing comes in handy just about every time. That's got the Ripper grip on there. These guys were real good to us starting out, and they make some sexy grips, honestly. Loving the pinstripe option. This is probably what I've become known for on YouTube. Chief, I love this thing. I got the TaylorMade QI10. I did try the QI35 for a little bit, but this thing just never seems to step outside the hallway, so I keep that in the bag. I'm rocking the QI35 3-wood. This one just seems to sit a little better than the QI10, seems to have a bit of a shallower head. The carbon look on the top as well, super nice. 15 degrees, and I always de-loft my woods, including driver. I like to see that thing sort of sit lower and open. Anything looking up at me just seems like it's going to go so left. So I like that thing de-lofted and right. I'm rocking the Diamana blue board, 73X in this. Same in the driver as well. Love the feeling of it, love the weighting of it, love the firmness of the shaft and where it flexes. For me, I like feeling that flex a little bit lower in the shaft, so quite a stiff tip. I'll let you guys think about stiff tip. And if you hadn't noticed already, I mean, these classic tan leather head covers from Vessel are just super sexy. I love that. I've actually got an old trusty in the 5-wood. I haven't found a 5-wood in recent times that doesn't have that super high loft look. This is an honest to god relic, the TS2 Titleist, set down on C1, which again is that de-lofted and right look. The standard loft at 18 degrees, but I think it's probably running closer to 16.5. Still a Diamana shaft in this, the old whiteboard, but still love the feel, so keep that flying. All of the irons, of course, Tacomo, and the new MMT shafts from Mitsubishi Chemical, which I was surprised. I've been a traditionalist my entire life, so trying to get me into graphite took a bit of convincing, but took a couple hits, and through the shaft the feedback is super soft. The forgiveness is beautiful, not such a clunky hit. Feels like you're flushing anything, so if you do struggle with your strike, I mean, at least get some MMT shafts and just fake it. I've always played a blade. I can't handle the offset of your classic cavity back. It looks, again, like it's going to go left. Basically, my entire bag is just built around not hitting it left. Anything that sits open, anything that's stiffer down the bottom with the shaft, and anything that is low and offset and more of a blade design is good for me. So that's what I'm rocking in there. I think there's nothing quite like flushing a long iron. So as far as favorite club goes, anything in that sort of 2 to 5 range is beautiful. It starts to get a little bit boring for me with the high lofted clubs, but I mean they're necessary still to fill the gaps. Towel, for me it's normally just whatever rag comes out of the hallway cupboard, but this is actually a Goat Lane one. Probably one of the nicer looking towels that I've had. If there's one thing to know about me, is I'm kind of OCD. I get weird about some of the little niche things, especially in this golf bag. For me, there's something just weirdly satisfying about that. magnet. I love the way that thing just slaps closed. I can't hit if zips are open, something my caddy used to get unbelievably frustrated about. When I used to think I was actually good, I could never hit a shot with those zips open, so zips had to be zipped up at all time. You don't have to worry about that with the magnets. Those things just whack themselves closed. I'm a little bit of a weirdo. I know that most people keep valuables in the top velvet pocket. I actually keep my golf balls in there because I think they deserve the most love. I don't use any specific brand anymore. Now that you're on the YouTube tour, you just get what you're given. So I got Titleist in there, I got a TaylorMade in there. Sometimes I got Strixon's in there. They're all the same. I don't know why. I just think this is pretty. Good friend of mine back home, Level Pegs. He actually handmade this tea bag for me. So I keep all the pegs in there. But I like this thing. Always carry the rangefinder, of course. I mean, nobody's stepping out yardages on the YouTube tour anymore. This is also handmade. It's got a line on there, which, again, when I did think I was good and I was trying to make it, that little line sort of represented some courage. So look down at this thing every time I pull out a pencil to mark the card. Try and be brave today. And then I've got a bunch of markers in here, things that I've kind of collected along the way. I've actually got a coin in here that was gifted to me by our ex-Prime Minister. It's a Czech crown. I don't know why. But just the fact that our ex-Prime Minister used to have this in his pocket is kind of cool. So I use this one for special occasions. Otherwise, I'm just going with the old trusty poker chip, just that sucker. But everything else is pretty chill. Pencils with an eraser, obviously, so I can cheat and change my scorecard. Fitting tool, again, so I can cheat, change my driver settings as I go. I'm hitting it bad. You can do what you want on the YouTube tour. Other than that, you got to bring layers, especially in this weather. Got marine layer coming in unexpected time. We got the latest We Hit Fairways cardigan. That'll be coming out soon. God, that's sexy. And then the old windproof as well. So as I mentioned, I am OCD, so this stuff on the ground is tripping me out. But I'm Tooms. That's what's in my vessel.